Ryan. So mom and dad would say, Ryan, where you going? Ryan, where you going?
Away. That's where I'm going. Please. But after she makes a nasty comment to Jaleesa, it gets into the point where she comes in. She's talking about how she has to she may have to lose more sleep because she might get she might have to sleep 3 hours a night because she can't afford to get a B. She can't afford to get a B. And then they go into a dream into the Gilbert Hall lobby where they go into a dream. She's on the phone with her mom and she's at the payphone and she says something about a B. And suddenly Dwayne and Freddie in giant B costume are lifted down to the ground. And they say, B, and then she runs over to the window, and behind the drapes emerges two of the extras who are bees, dressed as bees too. One of them is your frat brother.
Wasn't Randall a bee?
No, he was. I don't know, but one of them is your frat brother, because I saw him in the early scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like,
did he have the sweater on, bro?
Yes, he did. I think that Different World gave them a small budget, and they just, wherever they got an Omega guy, they just gave them, take the sweater. Just give him the sweater, because that's like he's wearing the exact same sweater Ryan was talking about, and this is not the last person who wore it. Again, it's just this dream.
I'm terrified of bees, bro. You know that though, right?
Yes, I do.
Bees and wasps? Oh my goodness, bro. Bees and wasps. Ever tell you about that time digression? Ever tell you about that time that I hit that soccer mom in her head with a soccer ball? When Ross was little? Oh my goodness, bro. So I am terrified of bees and wasps, as I just stated. So I'm standing there. Ross is out there, playing soccer, and we're out there watching practice and everything. And Erica and I are standing there, and there's one of the soccer moms is standing there, and I'm looking. Erica's talking to her, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden I get fixated by this bee that is flying around her head. I think everything around me went blurred except for my focus on this bee. And it was just flying around her head, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's going to sting her. And I had a soccer ball in my hand, and I'm just holding it like this. And then as I'm staring at this bee, I'm like, I can get it. And I totally forgot that it was a human being. And bro, I went like this, bro. I had the ball and I went like this. And when I went like this, I went, oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Oh.
But how
as soon as it released, I was like, it was direct hit. Direct hit, bro. Direct hit. And she was like, and Erica was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, and I went like this. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I saw a bee and I totally forgot that. I'm so sorry. I was apologizing, bro. I didn't mean, and Erica literally had to put me, had to describe me as a crazy person so that the woman wouldn't call the police by saying he is him with bees is one of the most ridiculous things we've ever seen in the house, which it kind of is in general, but she did exaggerate it a little more because, again, I threw this soccer ball at this woman's head. Her hair's all messed up. Missed the bee. Didn't even hit the bee. But, oh my goodness, bro.
But you hit her, huh?
I did. I got her. It was like, her head went back like this too, bro. I was like, oh. She's probably told that story several times. I am quite certain, bro. That is a Christmas time special, bro. That is a Christmas Day special, bro, at the house of whatever family that is.
This black man just hit me with a ball out of nowhere. I didn't even.
She probably has a brother-in-law. So I bet you wish you called the police then. Now.
Oh God!
The brother-in-law who always reminds her, "Told you to call the police."
As back to our story, like I said, we were in the middle of this horrible dream with all these bees, and then we come out back to Kim and Whitley's room, and we awaken to see Kim tossing and turning and so upset. Ooh, we go to act break. We come back to Colonel Taylor's house. Yes, we come back to Colonel Taylor, who comes home to find Mr. Gaines sitting in his chair quietly reading the paper. And he suggests that, Vernon, you don't have to just sit in and quiet when you have access to the greatest jazz collection on the Eastern Seaboard. And he's saying how he didn't want to, I bet you were intimidated by the stereo system. You need a degree from MIT to work it. Man. Oh, just
it was almost like Mr. Gaines was in the pit, bruh, and he said, "Get out the car. I'm gonna drive it." And they all put the brand new wheels on the car, bruh, and he just took off, bruh, for the rest of the show, bruh. It was like, "No, you're not the driver. I'm gonna drive it. I can finish this off." And he did. He did finish it off. Like Formula One. It was like a Formula One race car.
He was to the end. Colonel Taylor then says, "Hey man, I got us a 15-piece of Cornish Cajun chicken." And then Vernon wants to go into this whole thing about, Cornish? They get some of the worst chickens because their best chickens go to and I gotta say how he said it, the restaurants. He said that they send their juiciest chickens to the restaurants and to the highfalutin restaurants, and Coney gets all the bad parts. And then he starts talking about,
you know what that's basically saying?
What?
That's basically like saying you go, Coney's give y'all St. Ides in 40 ounces.
That's basically what he's saying. Yeah, he is. I mean, I could say what it seems as though well, no, they weren't trying to imitate anybody, but I know who it's closest to. But what's fast food they were closest to? What's his name was talking about? He was talking about, have you talked to your wife? Colonel Taylor, have you talked to your wife? No, I don't want to talk to her. Why would I talk to somebody I don't want to talk to? And, maybe just to let her know where you are or something like that. And he says, I haven't slept a night away from that woman since I came back from the war. I came back and he said, I was in Quezon, Korea. Man, he just be turning it up a little bit, bro.
Oh man, he's almost finished. He's almost finished the race, man. He has almost finished the race.
Vernon drones on, but Brad Taylor wants to sit, and Brad, that's Colonel Taylor. Colonel Taylor wants to sit down, and so he said, "Hold on, don't sit there. Your Fluffy wouldn't let
my Chelsea Boots use his litter box. It'll be dry tomorrow, bruh.
Pee on my soul.
Bruh. You got to roll with that, bruh. You got to go. You got to take your cat. Y'all got to go. You didn't let this joker pee on my couch. You got to go, bruh.
I got cat pee on my sofa.
He said it like Mr. Gaines. Mr. Gaines rarely smiles, bruh. He smiles when he's talking about his cat peeing on somebody else's couch.
Bruh,
you got to go, bruh.
You got to go.
You and your cat, bruh. I don't know where y'all gonna go, bruh.
I need some reverence.
You ain't got to leave, but you got to get the hell out of here.
Cat pee, man. And Colonel Taylor was upset. He tired of Vernon at this point. We go to Freddie and Jaleesa's room. Whitley approaches and comes in and says, "I'm leaving." Jaleesa's like, "All right." I know you go get some options from it. You ain't gonna get no what you call it. Whitley complains about back to her complaining about her overdoing it, and she's like, again, you need to really give her a break. Maybe she needs to, talk to her. And Whitley's basically like, you need to talk her off the wall. When Jaleesa comes in, and I mean not Jaleesa, when Kim comes in and she says, "Hey, can I talk?" She said, "Let me talk to you." Maybe I've never seen anybody have such a busy schedule, and she's again defends her planner, and she says maybe you need to just take one or two things out, like maybe you could drop quiet, and that's when she says that's when she's very nasty.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe you should drop quiet, being that you kind of off key today. I was like, you're being pretty nasty. So Jaleesa is not happy. We go to Gilbert Hall to find Velma, played by BB Drake, who you will know from Boomerang and
Larry's mom
on Good Times.
Larry's mama, thank you for the, what she said? She said, thank you for the coffee and the 17 flights of steps. Remember Larry, bro? She said, thank you. It might have not even been coffee. I know she said, she said, thank you for the coffee and the 17 flights of steps. Goodbye. Larry, where's Larry? Oh my God, the elevator. And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, please go to see Good Times with Larry, Larry, who they came to find out, the spoiler alert, had a hearing problem.
I always remember when JJ, they're standing in the doorway and JJ is standing there looking over them, but suddenly he comes from around them and then saves Larry. Like, it was so.
Oh wait, how about there was something that Mama did too.
Larry.
I can't remember Larry.
Larry ain't got no hearing problem. Turn around.
Oh
Larry,
yeah.
Can you hear me? Like, if you yell at him.
And Esther, that's just what Esther said. She said, that's what happens if you yell at him, which is most of the time. Thank you for the coffee and the 17 flights of steps.
Oh, man. That's enough of talking about her past work. We're talking about her present work. She is Velma Gaines, married to Mr. Gaines. And she is talking to Letty. And
Letty's back. Letty's back.
And Letty is obviously as annoyed with Velma as Colonel Taylor is annoyed with Vernon Gaines.
Letty's back, man. So you know it's coming.
He don't even understand. He wouldn't know how to talk to a woman. Well, maybe if you just talk to him, he could tell Letty's like, I'm tired of this. Like, I am annoyed. We go to Colonel Taylor's house, and we catch them. There's a fire in the fireplace, and I mean out of control fire with smoke, and the Colonel is putting it out.
Like the kind that can cause a 3-alarm blaze. Yes, and Vernon Gaines is sitting up there saying something wrong with the fire. You need to put a cover on that. It's like, no, you need to. It's not my fireplace. My fireplace has been great until your bald-headed ass came to my house. I didn't have a problem with this thing until you got here. Then the doorbell rings. Colonel Taylor goes to answer it, and it's